guys, welcome back to my channel. I feel like I just saw y'all, even though it's been a couple days. I'm having to film a lot like in a row because we have the painter coming to the house. We have the real estate agent coming to the house. This whole, it's been 10 years since I moved. And a lot in my life has been changed in 10 years, one extra kid and one that's a lot older than the 18 months that she was the last time we moved. And I just forget what all goes into it. And it is all consuming. All consuming. So if I'm trying to find any kind of positive in this quarantine thing, it's that it gives us time to do this all consuming stuff. And I hope that during the process of all this moving, I can still put up, constant content. But I know y'all will understand if I don't. Anywho, we're here to talk about my April favorites. I know I say this every month, but I really don't have a ton. Doesn't mean this isn't going to be a long video because I tend to be long-winded when I talk about favorites. It's just how I am. Let's start with makeup. Yes, I am still doing makeup every day in quarantine. Well, I'm not going to say every day. The majority of days, maybe 5 out of 7 days a week, because I love it. And I'm not going to sit here in a designated room for makeup and beauty in my house and just look at it for however long. Who knows? I want to use it. I want to put it to good use. I want some normalcy in my life. I want some fun, pretty makeup. So yes, I am still doing makeup every day, which is why I have makeup favorites. The first is the base product that I'm wearing today. I tried this out in my last playing with new makeup video, and I am sure there are other tinted moisturizer products that are similar to this. I'm sure, but I have this. I've been using this. I love this, so I'll be lying if I didn't include it. And it's the Tom Ford Glow Tinted Moisturizer. The only thing I don't like about it is the fact that it does have chemical sunscreen in it in the form of octinoxate. It's just not my favorite. I have not been wearing this every day, but I did want to come back on and tell y'all that I absolutely really enjoy this product. Now, again, it's what I have on my face today. It just looks good. It wears good. It wears a long time. It doesn't look like heavy makeup on the skin since it is a tinted product. It does say it's a glow tinted moisturizer, but I don't find it's overly glowy at all, honestly. I find it's more natural looking, and I think I actually spoke on that in the video that I did. If I didn't, that's my thoughts on that. But I don't know, I've been liking it. Again, yes, it's like an $80, $85, however much it is, $70 expensive tinted moisturizer. And I have a ton. I mean, the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue, y'all know. The Ilia, y'all know. I love all these tinted moisturizers, but I had to tell you that I also love this one. So if you're all about luxury makeup, because I know some people don't buy anything but luxury, that's a great product. Another thing that I tried in that playing with new makeup video that is much more affordable and a bigger bang for your buck is this palette by Clinique. And it's the Sun-Kissed Perfection palette. Oh, look, it matches my shirt. How cute is that? This palette is phenomenal. I don't have it on today because I was trying out another bronzer I'm going to talk about on my face, and also I wanted to try the new Fenty cream blushes because I haven't had a chance to do that, and another highlight that I'm going to talk about. However, I did use this entire palette in that playing with new makeup video, and I have been using it very regularly throughout the month because it is so easy and so fast. Now, while I like doing makeup, I don't necessarily have the time with everything else going on to just sit down and do an hour look. I mean, it never takes me that long anyways, but you know what I mean. This is fast. It is convenient. Every product in here works. It has a powder, a highlight, a blush, and a bronzer. Every one works on me. The lighting may have just changed because I changed my ISO on my camera. Anywho, every single one of these works for me. I absolutely love it. Here's a little bit of a close-up for you. Huge pans. So, it's way bigger than I thought it was going to be. However, it's not too big for me to travel with. If I ever get to travel again, we're supposed to go to Florida in July. Have no idea if that's going to happen. But if it does, this is the only palette I'm going to bring. Because there's just no need for anything else when I have 4 products in one and they all work great for me. I'm having a lot of squirrel moments in my videos lately, and I apologize. I kind of feel like I'm Chad because he lives a squirrel life. But my hair, I can't. I just can't. It's just going to look like this. I can't even with it. Okay, the highlight that I wanted to talk about, I used this in my Fit Glow video, and I'm gonna say I'm surprised how much I like it because I don't typically reach for cream highlighters. Powder highlighters are just what I tend to reach for. I love the Ilia cream highlighter. What other cream highlighter do I love? The liquid highlighter from Charlotte Tilbury. I do love that one. But this one is the only highlight I have on my face today, and I just feels like it's so natural. And it's the Lumi Firm. So that's it right there. You're not even, I don't even think like swatching it is going to do it justice. I mean, obviously you can see it on my face. I don't even know if you'll be able to see it on my hand. But it's really, 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 really natural looking. Being a cream, it's hard to even see it on the skin because creams tend to blend into the skin much nicer than powder products. And I have just really been liking it a lot. Like way more than I thought I was going to. So had to include that, especially if you missed the Fit Glow video, which if you did, I highly recommend you going and checking that out because there's so many good products in that video. The final actual makeup product I'm going to talk about is probably going to come as no surprise to y'all, and it's the Tarte Waterproof Park Avenue Princess Face and Body Bronzer. I have this on my kind of neck and chest. It tends to, in videos, look a little patchier, so hopefully, I mean, I'm looking at it right now, and it doesn't look patchy, but hopefully it doesn't on film. But it is so gorgeous, and I have to talk about the brush that goes along with it here in a second, but this is the bronzer swatched. So it has a bit of a sheen to it, absolutely no visible sparkles or specks of glitter at all, but it does kind of catch the light a little bit, which so does skin. I mean, really, when you have a clean face and you turn it, it catches the light. So I feel like it mimics just really healthy skin versus sparkly skin. Because I know there's some body bronzers in powder form that are just way too glittery. This is just beautiful. And this kabuki brush, it doesn't come with it, but they sell it to go with it, like in conjunction. I bought this. If you have any kind of like kabuki brush like this, you don't need this, but I do find this works really well with it. Today, I used it on my face as well because I had a couple of y'all ask me how it worked on the face as well as the body, and it's just as gorgeous on the face as it is the body. And if you've been following me for a while, you know that the original Tarte Park Avenue Princess Bronzer is one of my very favorites. Another person had asked me how the colors compare. So this is the Tarte Original Bronzer, and then this is the Body Bronzer. So the Body Bronzer is warmer for sure. They have probably about the same amount of sheen, but I think that's the main difference. It's a little bit darker and much warmer than the original Tarte bronzer that was made for the face. I do find this lasts all day as well. I had questions about that. If I put it on like to film my neck and chest and I go work out or something and sweat, I don't find that it like runs. I don't find I have streaks or anything. It does last until I take a shower. But then when I take a shower, it comes off. So it's perfect. I absolutely love it, and I believe it's limited edition. I'm so tempted to get a backup, but I really don't need to do that. All right, the last makeup product I'm going to talk about is a repurchase that I made of something that was like my all-time favorite, and I know why. This is the Kevyn Aucoin Lash Curler. And I used this for years. And then I went to the Surratt because I wanted to try it and see what all the hubbub was about. The Surratt is okay, but it is not the Kevyn Aucoin. There's something about this that just curls my lashes like no other curler I have ever tried. It's not that expensive. It's very lightweight, easy to use. It's not the widest, that I have ever used, but it's definitely not the most narrow either. It fits my eyes really well. And I just had to talk about it because ever since I've gotten it back, I repurchased it at the beginning of April. I'm just like, why did I ever go to anything else? It's so good. Okay, two more kind of random products. I'm going to talk about, I mentioned in my Sephora haul that I got like the Rosebud Salve lip balm because my all-time favorite lip balm is almost gone. And a lot of y'all asked me what that was. So I thought I would talk about it. I can't believe I haven't talked about it. This came in like a detox box or a Beauty Heroes box. I can't remember which one, but it's a clean brand called Spa Ritual Body Care. And it came with like lots of like a foot salve and a body butter and a body cream and all that kind of stuff. But this is the citrus cardamom Moisture Balm. So it's not necessarily, it's not called like a lip balm. I'm pretty sure they say you can use it anywhere you need moisture, like your elbows, your cuticles, wherever. I just like to use it as a lip balm, and this is all that I have left. So I am at the very, very end, and I can't tell you exactly why I love this so much. It's very convenient being in a roll-up stick. I do like, especially nowadays, not having to put my finger in any kind of pot to apply lip balm. But it is almost glossy. Let me see. I did wash my hands because I know somebody's going to be like, you just said you don't want to put your fingers and now you're pushing that all over your hands. Yeah. Well, I washed them. Can you see? Hopefully. It's right there. It's almost glossy in its finish, which I mean, I love. Very lightweight though. It's not thick. A lot of those pot lip balms can be super thick on the lips and almost sticky and kind of hard to pull your lips apart. Absolutely not with this. And it lasts forever. So I keep it in my bathroom and I use it throughout the day, most of the time around my skincare. And at night when I put it on, I wake up the next morning and I still have product on my lips, which I have to wear a mouth guard because I have ground my teeth since I had teeth. I mean, my dentist said I have the molars of an 80-year-old woman. It's so what you want to hear, right, when you go to the dentist. But I have to wear a mouth guard, and a lot of times when you wear mouth guards, it can tend to dry your lips out. And this I still have on when I wake up in the morning. So I had to talk about that. It's $26, I believe, so it's a little bit pricey for lip balm, but I have seen lip balms way more expensive. This has really good healing ingredients in it, so I will be repurchasing that. I know I got the rosebud salve, but I love that. I love it. Okay, another thing I got in the detox box this month. This is a deodorant, a natural deodorant. And here's my thing on natural deodorants. I think that there are some that work. I like Native. I've tried, Schmidt's didn't actually work for me. I know it works for a lot of people. But for me, they work for like a tube and then they stop working. And so I kind of have to switch them up. And I'm not going to lie, like I'm human. And if I'm going somewhere where I know I'm going to be sweating a lot or nervous about something or hot and up in somebody's face, like when I'm actually working, and it's in the middle of the summer and my armpit is basically in someone's face when I'm working on them, I have to wear the Poison. It's just the way it is. But on a day-to-day basis, I like to wear natural deodorant. This is the Meow Meow Tweet. It took me forever to figure out what the brand of this deodorant was. And that's actually the brand, Meow Meow Tweet. Rose Geranium Baking Soda Free Deodorant Stick. Now, I don't love the scent. It's just what came in my detox box, because I am not a fan of rose scents. It does not linger. It's not like I, walk down the hallway and smell rose under my armpits. It's not that. So it's not that big of a deal, but if and when I repurchase this, it's not going to be the rose scent. They have other scents, and they also have deodorants in a pot, which I've never tried those. If you have, let me know your thoughts. They seem to have amazing reviews, but this actually has been working for me. Like, do I occasionally still sweat? Yes, but I don't stink. And I don't sweat as much as I do using other natural deodorants. So I wanted to talk about it. I don't think it's that expensive. It is in like a push-up applicator, you can see. That was, I think, the most negative review when I went on to look at it, was that sometimes this can push its way down. You have to push it up every single time. But I understand why they did it this way, so that it could be fully recyclable. I mean, it's cardboard, so I get it, and I have not had any issues with it. So that's all the products that I'm going to talk about. The only other two things I'm going to talk about are two TV shows, one of which was new to us this month, and another is just came on at the end of April, the 4th season. So I have to talk about that, even though I know I've talked about it before. But that one is called The Last Kingdom. So it is so here's the thing. Another squirrel moment. I do not mind war scenes. I don't mind blood and gore and stuff like that, because I don't know if it's because I took special effects in school, makeup, and so I'm thinking the whole time, like, I know what products they use to do that, and so I know how fake it is, or if it's just because I just don't care. It just doesn't bother me. It's not that I don't care. But Last Kingdom is based in, it's like around the Danes and the Saxons and Wessex, and when the Danes were trying to overrule the Saxons, and when the Saxons wanted all the countries to become England, And it's very war-based. It's very strategic, which I love. I love a good strategic TV show or book, or I just love it. I love the main character, Uhtred. He is surprisingly hilarious. It's just a good all-around story. So if you have not watched that at all, I would, and don't mind like war type blood and gore, like I suggest starting on season 1. And again, season 4 just came out, which was long overdue when Chad and I have been waiting, and everybody has been waiting 18 months for the season to come out. So really love that. And then the next show we just started watching this month, and I have to say, it is one of my favorite shows of all time. Now, if you aren't like, even if you aren't a Christian, I totally recommend watching it because it is so well done. And Rotten Tomatoes, if any of y'all know, Rotten Tomatoes is like very hardcore. They do not, the critics on there do not show any mercy. And it's rare that you can ever find a good rated show on Rotten Tomatoes. Last I checked, it was 99% on Rotten Tomatoes, with lots of reviews. I mean, people that aren't even like Christian are reviewing this as being amazing. And it's called The Chosen. Now, you can watch The Chosen on YouTube, or you can download the app on your smart TV called VidAngel, VidAngel. We downloaded the app, but again, if you have a smart TV, you can watch it on YouTube. I mean, it's a show about Jesus. But what I love, there's so many things that I love, but what I love is the first season, which is 7 episodes long, is about such a short time in history when Jesus is basically gathering up his disciples. I mean, you don't even see all of them yet by the time the 7th episode is done. But the way they portray Jesus is like no other show I have ever watched, and it just is amazing. Like, it's amazing, and it's wholeheartedly what I believe he was really like. So I cannot recommend that enough if you haven't watched it already. I love how they portray the disciples being like real life messed up men. I mean, messed up. They're human. They're messed up. But Jesus chose them anyways. It's just, watch it. Please. I beg you to watch it. And if you have watched it, let us know your thoughts down in the comment section below. It is so good. I think Chad and I finished it in like 2 to 3 nights. We just could not stop watching it. And I believe all of it is based on donations, like all of the production. So you can check into that as well. I started following them on Instagram. It's good. I could talk about it all day, if you can tell. That is going to round out my favorites this month. And yeah, I don't think I have anything else. I didn't want to talk about much from the Sephora sale because I just got that like a week ago. So I really need to delve into that stuff more. And I'll probably be talking about some of that in my May favorites. So I know April was hard. I know March was hard. May is probably going to be hard too. I'm praying for some kind of positive outcome for all of this. But in the meantime, I hope you're all being safe. I hope you're staying sane. I hope you are, if you have a family, soaking in that family time and trying not to let the stress get to you. I'm trying to keep my house as peaceful as possible. And it's hard sometimes because, I mean, it's a stressful situation being holed up and, you know, within 4 walls and not being able to go anywhere. I get that. But I hope we're all soaking it in because I posted a picture on my stories a couple days ago. My 11-year-old came in and wanted me to do makeup on her. And she was like, no, Mama, I want you to do like all of it. Like foundation and bronzer and a winged eyeliner and all of it. I mean, she wanted me to do false eyelashes and I nipped that in the bud. I'm like, yeah, no, we're not doing that. But after we got done, I took a picture of her and posted it on my Instagram stories. And looking at that picture just reminds me of how fast their life goes. Because she looked like she was 20. She was 11, but she looked like she was 20. And it just brought me back down to earth and was like, snap out of this stress, Mandy, because their life is going fast. And you're going to look back at it one day and you're going to wish that you took all the time in the world during this quarantine to soak them up. So that is what I'm trying to do. Soak them up, soak Chad up, trying not to get stressed about this whole house situation. And I just pray the same for y'all. So thank y'all so much for watching. Be sure and like and subscribe before you leave. I hope you all go out and have a very blessed day.